Hey everyone, it's Kathleen Nelson, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the require and require once functions. So first off, let's discuss them a little bit. So require is really similar to include. It's actually the same basic function. The require, however, will throw an error and end the script, while the include will throw a warning and it will continue with the script regardless. One way you can think about this is need versus want. You need the require. You want the include. Let me show you an example. Here's an example of an include function. This is in my home page right here. You can see the include function. And we are including my header and my navigation. So if we were to break this code, let's see what happens. Alright, here we are at the home page. As you can see, it gives me a warning up here, but it doesn't really tell me what happened. It just throws a warning, but it still pulled up the page. Let's see what happens if we do a require statement now. So what we're doing is we're changing include to require. This is still on the one little function that I deliberately messed up. We're going to save this. And let's see what happens now. So let's go ahead and refresh. There you go. Fatal error. It wouldn't pull up. Yeah, everything is broken. So there you see one of the big differences between a function and a require. Alright, now let's talk a little bit about the require or the require once. Well, this is kind of up to you. Most people will say to use the require once. If you use require, it will execute that time, and then if it's included again, like that same little piece of code, or if it's required again, it's going to re-execute, which will thus bog down the server. However, if you use the require once, it will only execute that one time, and it will not allow an include or a require statement to re-execute. So PHP is being a little bit self-aware there. Let's see if we can make this work as an example. Okay, so this time I changed one of my navigations to a require, and the other is still an include, so I did it twice. Let's see what happens. Here's my Acme homepage again. I want you to know, there are now 2 navigation bars. Oops. Now let's see what happens if we do a require once. Alright, we have one set up as a require once and one set up as an include. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I tested it and nothing really changed, so we're going to try this setup instead. I made the navigation from there to there, and I did require once on one and require on the other. Now we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's still turning out the same. I'm not exactly sure the difference right now of the require once and the require. But according to the manual, the require once statement is identical, except PHP will check if the file's already been included, and if so, not included. So that's what the manual says, but I was showing something different. Anyways, that's a little rundown of require versus require once versus include. Thanks, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.